Hello everybody, and welcome to the FBP Animations Iceberg Explained. If you don't know what an iceberg chart is, well then, what the fuck are you doing on an iceberg video? Go look it up, I'm not gonna waste time explaining it. However, what I will explain is this meter down here. Basically, it shows how confident I am on what I'm explaining. If the meter is full, that means I'm 100% confident on my explanation. Empty means I have no idea and it's just a shot in the dark. I did remove a few entries because this chart is a little outdated and they were no longer things anymore, so that's why there's black bars in the iceberg image. I'm recording this on July 6, 2023, so if there's any outdated information, that is why. And with that, let's begin the FBP Animations Iceberg. Tier 1, Clear Skies. FBP Animations. If you don't know who FBP Animations is, don't worry, I didn't either before I found this. From what I can tell, they're a YouTuber with 2,000 subs and have been active since 2018. They mainly do animation content, but recently they've also been making edits and shitposts. Avatar. FBP's avatar seems to be just a character hero from a game called Amori, which I will discuss later, with an eye patch. Sometimes they'll have other clothes on or the eye patch will be off and they have a plastic eye and a big ass scar for whatever reason, but it's usually just the one with the eye patch. Not sure what else to say about this one, it's just really unoriginal and lazy. Animation memes. From 2018 to 2021, FBP's content consisted of mostly animation memes. I don't really want to open that whole can of worms, but they're basically just clips of a song with shitty animation loops over them. Moving on. Twitter. FBP has a Twitter, at FBP_animations. He mostly posts art and memes on there. Honestly, not too much to note here, but I did look through it, and I'd say it deserves a follow, honestly. Not half bad. The Idiot Sandwich Corporation. FBP is part of a group called the Idiot Sandwich Corporation. They're a group on YouTube that makes gaming videos and stuff like that. I've watched a few of their videos and they're actually really funny, despite FBP not being in any of them. He seems to make all the art and thumbnails, and he's even described as their most important member. Go subscribe. Tier 2, Tip of the Iceberg. Amori. FBP seems to be weirdly obsessed with the game Amori that I mentioned earlier. His avatar is literally just Hero, and he makes Amori animations all the time, amongst several other weird fan behaviors. I decided to play the game myself, and I don't get why they like it so much. It's trying so hard to be edgy and emotional, and the art looks like crap. The battles are also super unoriginal. I've seen the same emotion system in my dreams like 50 times this month. This game is also way too long. The main character, Sonny, is just a terrible person. Fuck this game, next point. Shitpost. He makes a lot of dumb memes, especially a lot of Amori ones. What can I say? He's just unfunny and trying to get more views from YouTube Shorts. AJR. Similar to how he's obsessed with Amori, he's also obsessed with AJR, a band made up of 3 brothers and also some other people, I don't know. He's made a few really terrible parodies of their songs. He can't sing for shit, and uses their music in their videos sometimes. I don't really feel like bashing other piece of media, especially not right now. If you know, you know. So I'm just gonna move on. Flamingo Animated. FBP has a couple of videos animating clips from a YouTuber, Flamingo, who makes really weird Roblox content. The animations themselves are really mid, honestly, especially the Sammy Strawberry one. I fucking hate that video. Discord server. Beauty Sandwich Corporation has a Discord server, which is mostly run by FBP Animations, and by the other members of the group as well. It's really dead and nobody uses it. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out and make fun of it, whatever. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. FBP Man. He made a Dar Man parody video one time about SS Sniper Wolf not meeting a fan dying with cancer and then her house being blown up by Nicki Minaj. SS Sniper Wolf is my favorite YouTuber, and this video is honestly repulsive. Lee would never do that. She's an amazing person, and if you don't agree with me, you just don't know what you're talking about, and you need to go read in Twitter. Tier 3, Shallow Waters. Mert Gaming.
Start talking about me now, FBP? Get the fuck out of here. As soon as you start talking about me, this shit's my video now, bitch. Anyways, guys, I would love to introduce myself as the fun, lovable, quirky guy.
You think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
Anyways, what was I here for again? Oh yeah, basically, I'm like FBP's good friend. I've known her since like, 4th grade. Yeah, known that, done that. We have collabed on a lot of things together. We created a Country Balls comic. I gave her the ideas. Well, that's mainly our duo ship. I kind of mainly give her some cool ideas that I think we can turn into random shit that we can make, and we end up doing it. And it's a really cool dynamic. I'm one of her, because she considers me one of her best friends, but then again, she can consider the entirety of the Idiot Sandwich Productions crew some of her best friends. Doesn't matter though. We're all still good friends, and yeah, was the entirety of the Mert Gaming part. Thank you for having me on, FBP.
Basil Appreciation Comic / General Amori AUs. FBP has a comic series about Amori called the Basil Appreciation Comic, also known as the Survivor Basil AU, specifically about the ship Sunflower, which in this case is between Amori and Headspace Basil. It's about Basil surviving black space and falling in love with Amori or something. I don't really know, I don't care enough to read very far into it. This would never even happen in the first place. Amori hates Basil and tries to kill him in the actual game. It's really fucking stupid. It's just a bad comic. The ship itself is kind of toxic too. FBP is a pro shipper, confirmed 2023. Like, comment, and subscribe. They also have a few other Amori AUs. There's like a SpongeBob the Musical one or some shit. I don't care enough to look at any of them though, seeing the quality of their main one. Furry. FBP is a furry. Just another reason we should cancel him on twitter.com. Old FNF mods. He was in the Friday Night Fucking modding community for a while and made a few really bad mods, most notably the Blood Friends AU mod and the Piggy and FNF mod, both unfinished skin mods, refer to previous point. Most viewed videos. His most viewed video is the previously mentioned Blood Friends FNF mod. It's really terrible and amounts for most of the channel views, currently at 400,000 views as of recording this. The second best is, well, let's not talk about that one actually. Moving on. Tier 4, Center of the Iceberg. Among Us Animations. FBP used to be in the Among Us fandom and milked the fuck out of it, making a bunch of animations of it.
God, he's so fucking cringe.
Seth and Ranger storyline. Seth and Ranger are FBP's Among Us OCs, typically shown as an imposter duo. Seth doesn't even have an origin story, but Ranger does. He was pretty much bullied by the other crewmates, started killing people for whatever fucking reason. Talk about anger issues, am I right? Piggy. FBP was in the Roblox Piggy community for a while, and he made a few animations of it. A lot of them used Flamingo's avatar for whatever reason. He also made a video called The Roblox Piggy Backstory Terribly Recreated in Polygon, and it's just Piggy and FNF. Like I mentioned earlier, he made a few videos on his Piggy and FNF skin mod. It's trying to have a plot, I think. Something about the Protec and Georgie curing all the infector or some shit, I don't really know. He never finished it, and I don't think it's ever going to be continued. Captions. In a few of his videos, most notably the Break Us All Among Us animation, he put some custom captions on it that I think are supposed to be funny. I'm not really sure what to say here, it's just bad commentary over what's happening. Map / collab parts. Not that kind of map, you fucking degenerate. In the animation community, map stands for multi-animator project. Pretty much where someone takes a song, splits it up into a bunch of parts, and lets people animate each one in their own style, usually to a specific theme or script. FBP has participated in a couple, and as of recording this, he's currently in one right now, I think. He's never gotten in one that's been finished, however. Huge fucking L. Tier 5, Deep Waters. Blake copied him with his jean shorts. I really don't know why this is on here. It's just a meme he posted. Basically, it's a Flamingo audio clip of him saying, "You copy me with your jean shorts." But it's Jake saying Blake copied his outfit, two of FPP's friends and members of the Idiot Sandwiches. The joke is that Blake has the same German uniform as Jake, but FPP's the one who drew the sprites, so isn't he just making fun of himself? I don't know. TISP crossovers. FBP is chronically online, so he's made a few drawings of the Idiot Sandwiches as other medias, most notably his series of drawings with him, Jake, and Hector as IJR. There's a lot of those, it's kinda weird. Monkey and the Crocodile. This is an animation he made for his school project, based on a children's book nobody's ever heard of before. It was supposed to be a two-parter, but I'm assuming he never really cared about it that much in the first place, so he never made a part 2. He did all the voice acting in it, so you already know it's terrible. FNAF Squid Game. If you know what SML is, this video is pretty much just in the same style as that. Pretty much just a bunch of FNAF characters if they were in Squid Game, even though it was after the Squid Game hype, so what's the fucking point of this? It's also only one part for presumably the same reason as the last one. The plot, dialogue, and acting is done by FBP, so again, you know it's terrible. Slendytubbies OC. Slendytubbies 3 is a game where you play as a white Teletubby trying to find custards while running away from the main Teletubbies, who have all been turned into monsters from infected custards. The game honestly isn't that bad, though the story is kind of strange to say the least. FBP made an OC for the game that I don't know the name of. He's really fucking edgy and weird and irrelevant. He's got an odd sort of rivalry with the main character, and it's pretty cringe, honestly. Tier 6, bottom of the iceberg. Religion. FBP made a religion when he was younger that he seems to have abandoned, unfortunately. The Bible is called the Book of Pippus, and has been considered lost media. Basically, it's about FBP going on a journey to find Spamton from Deltarune in Mount Cromer, but when he gets there, he finds out Spamton has died, so he takes a Pippus and starts a religion in solidarity, I guess. The Pippus gives him godlike powers, and he finds Iamor and Babel in the cave. They want the power that FBP has, now a god named Ikomo, and they have a rivalry for a while. Ikomo goes back to the mountain to hide the Pippus so they can't take it, but finds a well and puts it inside of it. He discovers the well can recharge the power of the Pippus, and he uses it to give powers to Iamor and Babel. All three of them become gods and live in harmony. There are rumors of an even higher power in the religion, an even greater god, but that's too deep in the rabbit hole for this video, sorry. Draco complains. FBP once tried to become a commentary YouTuber similar to Spockter with the series called Draco Complains. Wow, that's aged amazingly. But he deleted the video because it was cringe. He made a My Story animated parody that explains it pretty well. Just go watch that if you want to know more. Old YouTube channels. He's had several YouTube channels in his past before FBP Animations came along, his most notable ones being yet again in the same style as SML, those being Junior and Friends, and another one I'll mention in the next point. FBP meaning. Well, here we are, the final point on the iceberg, the true meaning of FBP. I did a lot of digging and searching for this one in the previous point, and it honestly was not worth it at all. Before Junior and Friends, there was another channel that also made plush videos. This channel was called Funtime Bendy Plushie, and centered around Bendy and the Ink Machine characters, as well as a few characters from other franchises. It took a lot of inspiration from Awesome Mario Bros. As well, which is a really good channel by the way, most notably in the Summer Camp series and the Siren Head video. It has continuity with the Junior and Friends channel, Bowser Jr. being able to cross timelines into either channel and has friends in both. The FBP verse is expansive and should never die. Well, that's the end of the iceberg. This absolutely sucked and I hate whoever sent me this. Fuck this YouTuber. Goodbye.